Hello folks, in this little video I'm going to explain what my new product Wayfinder does. Something I started working on many years ago. It sort of went on the back burner, came on again and back to the back burner, and I just spent a bit of time recently finishing it off, and it's now available exclusively for eWH Harmonics license holders from the eWH Harmonics shop, which I just made for this and some other free products. So the Wayfinder serves two purposes. One, you can have it as a panel for as many instruments as you like, and it shows the up and down waves from eWH Harmonics for every time frame that you can see there. The other purpose is that you can load it onto a single chart, which again shows all the different wave counts, but it also shows the target zone levels from the higher time frames. So you got the blue target zone 1 from the hourly there, target zone 2, target zone from the daily, and up to the weekly. And same for bearish target zones down here. So you might want to go down to the M1 chart, and then it will do the M5, M15, etc. if there are target zones for them. And the benefit of that is we're looking for confluence, so we will look for example that's not shown here. If the target zone 1 on the current time frame aligns to the target zone 1 or 2 on the daily time frame, you've got a pretty good price magnet going on there. But let's just go back to the panel. So obviously we got the wave counts, but this also highlights where we have a wave 5 in a wave 4. So this is a wave 5 down in a wave 4 up, which could indicate that the correction is coming to an end. The USD JPY is quite interesting because we've got 3 wave 5 downs and 3 wave 4 ups. So if you have a look at USD JPY, ignore this ABC thing here, that's something else I'm working on and will release at some point. So we got a 5 down indeed on the daily, and if we look at the weekly, it is in a wave 4 up, and we look at the monthly, it's in a wave 4 up. We've got a trend line break here. Maybe we're going to make another move up at some point. So let's go back to the daily, and it's in a pretty good zone. In fact, that's an ABC FE100, so we've got TZ1 down here, but we could possibly be looking at the end of this corrective move down for another continuation up at some point in the future. So let's go back to the panel. If you want to add another instrument, it's very easy. Just drag the indicator onto your chart, type in the instrument name, we'll do Bitcoin, and say which line you want to go in, or which row. In row 440, we don't want to show headings because we've already got them, and we don't want to show the target zone levels, that's only for a single chart. And there's Bitcoin. That's showing us we've got a wave 4 up on M1, a 4 up on M5, and M1 is a 5 down there, so that might be the end of a correction on the M5 chart. And we've got some wave 5s, but we've got some big wave 3s going on the H4 and D1 chart. So if we have a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin hourly, we got target zone 1 approaching. We are indeed in a wave 5 up, as it's said here on the hourly. Just interesting to note, we had a really nice trend line break with the test of the 4 demand there. Now that would have been a very nice entry just there if you'd have been watching it. You could have used this panel to see that you were in a wave 4 up when that occurred. So you would have seen it was a 4. You said, well, let's have a look at that, see if that's coming to an end or if there's a trend line break. So if we have a look with our single one here, and let's go down to the M15 say. In fact, let's drop down a bit further, and M5. You can see, so we are on the M5. We've looks like we finished that correction, and we are now heading up to our target zone 1 level on M5, which has confluence with the M15 target zone 1, which is pretty close to the H1 target zone 1 as well. So we have a nice confluence around there, and just to show that we're not making this up, if we put that line on the hourly target zone 1, you can see that that is absolutely bang on. So watch out for this one in the coming days, and if you want to look for an entry to get into that target zone 1, just switch to the lower time frames and stop down here, target up here, make yourself a few bitcoins. That's it. As I said, it's in the eWH Harmonics shop, exclusive for eWH Harmonics license holders. I use it all the time. I find it very useful. I hope you do too. Happy pipping.